Hello everybody and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And here we are with 13.2. Yes, we are in 1942 in July, and it is on. Now, it's not on as much as you might have seen in Panzer King's video. A little bit of miscommunication and whatnot. He and I jokingly thought that he would give me the 4 IPPs that Britain snubbed us for, and I said, well, sure, send it over. And then as he sends it over, and then he realizes he can't unless we're at war. And yeah, so anyway, I'm not at war with the UK. Since I'm not at war with the UK, I can't take the $4, so I don't have a $4 bonus from or not a bonus, but a Lend-Lease from Germany. So that just didn't happen. Okay, so here we go with our Russian build. We got the free infantry. We've got 2 infantry here. We've got an airborne. We've got 3 Marines and 3 advanced artillery. We have 6 cavalry and 2 Katyushas. Okay, and that eats up all of our money. This stack is 24, and that includes those 6 cavalry and 2 infantry. That's $24. Okay, for the CCP we have $20, and we get 1 free infantry. I just got them kind of stacked up here, and we had $20, so we're going to spend 8 on an artillery and 8 on an artillery and a railway. That's going to be in a harsh terrain, so it costs $4. And then we have $12 here on 4 infantry, but then we also get a free infantry, so there's 5 infantry. So that's everything. All right, and here we go. We have the technology roll for the Soviet Union, and we're down to 5 now. We had 6 last turn, but because Molotov-Ribbentrop was ended by me, that's so that I could go into Finland. So it seemed like a good idea at the time. We're just going to roll. So we've got everything all lined up. We got the numbers that we need for each of these. That needs to be a 9, actually. Okay, we got a 9 there. All right. And let's see how it goes. Okay, well, we didn't get... Oh, shoot, I used the wrong color die. But we'll just go like this. Okay, so these are fails, so they're coming off. But my translucent green isn't actually on there, but the blue and the yellow, the green and the red, which means that this would be that one. I guess I put the wrong one out. But it's the same idea, okay? So I needed an 8. So the heavy armor we now have. We now have heavy armor. We can build those bad boys. We're not building any this round, but it's nice to know we can if we want. Heavy bombers. Well, the Japanese are trying to get that, so we got that as the Soviets. And then radar. Look at that. Well, we're getting up there. We got those. But we missed on strategic rockets and long-range aircraft. So, and I know I need those to get my bonuses. So I don't really need radar. So, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to trade it out. Maybe that should be a tech, right? If you get a tech where you can, you know, you can take one off of one die and add it to another. I don't know. Just a thought. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do some movement around here, some of our combat maneuvers. And we're going to start with our subs. We're going to come down here. We're going to come down here. They can move 3, no problem. We're not at war with anybody. We're going to move 3 into the med there. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3 into the med there. Those are Italian subs there. All right. So there we go. So that's all we have for the movements over there. But we also have some more movements happening. And remember, we did not start the turn at war with the UK except for CCP, right? So CCP is definitely going into there, despite the obvious protestations of the UK saying that we are being mean and that, yeah, we'll get our dollar back. Yeah, we're getting our dollar back, but you declared war on us, so we want more than that. And also with the FEC sheltering the KMT, our sworn enemies, I tell you, what's up with that? So there we go. And Yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave everything there. No other attacks are taking place at this time. Alright, except for... Oh wait! We are declaring war on the UK. Darn rights we are. All that nonsense. We're going in. We're going in. Lock, stock, and smoking barrels. All the barrels we can bring. Oops. Well, we'll just put him on top of there. Alright. It's time to do away with the niceness. It's time to do away with the... We're going to walk into that. That's a walk-on, so we're just going to take that right there. It's time to do away with all of the political bantering back and forth. All the ridiculous nonsense. Here's an attack move going in. That's a Greek destroyer or a Turkish destroyer. Not sure. Anyway, there you go. That's there like that. And we will be convoy raiding here on this line. And we will be convoy raiding here, and we will be convoy raiding here. We can only get one more dollar because the Germans did a convoy raid, and Jinx, of course, took the $2 off of this line, not this line, because now I could only convoy raid it for one. So we're declaring war on the Americans too. Take that. Have you lost your mind, Hilltop? Well, probably, but hey, it's fun. Okay, so we'll start with the convoy raiding, just to get that out of the way. So I have a +2 modifier here. Don't have a dice tray, but we got tiny little dice. So here we go. So mine is the red, his is the gray. I don't have little white dice there. So here we go. Okay, so that's $2 on that convoy line. 2 of a possible 3. Maybe I should have gotten more than just one dice out. Alright, here we go. Now this one up here. Again, we can only take one, but... So the red is the attack die. So we'd be a 6, so that's 1. So that's 1 more on that line. That's all we could take anyway. And then we have a convoy raid going on here. And there's 6 here. And then over here, there is 3 more. And as far as I know, he didn't put anybody on escort duty in this big fleet that he's got. This is his fleet that he's got over here. And as far as I know, nobody is on escort duty or anything. So modifiers for that. So hopefully I understand it correctly. I'm still trying to find my way around with these rules. Okay. So we're going to have 2 rolls of these dice. So the first sub, okay, so that's going to go to an 8, and he's got a 2 sets of difference of 6, and that is maxing out that line. And now we will go on the FEC. Now the rules do state that you, the first nation to lose IPPs when you have multi-nation convoy lines is the one that has more IPPs to lose until they lose as many as they can. Then you can go after the other one. So that's what we're doing. So we can go after up to $3. And we got it, because that goes up to a 5, that's 4. So it's $3 off the FEC line. Okay, so let's just review. We got $1 more off the Americans, $2 off the Brits here, $6 off the Brits, so that's $8 off the UK, and $3 off FEC. Okay, so pretty successful convoy raiding, I think. Pretty successful. Let's hope the dice keep up as we plow into Iran over here. Alright, so, oh, shoot, I'm going to go do this over here. It'll be pretty easy to do for defense, because he's got militia with both attacks here. Alright, but we do also, let's do this this one here. So we got a cruiser and a destroyer for the Soviets. Okay. Cruiser and a destroyer. And, oh, my coastal sub. I've got this coastal sub here. Oh, shoot, I forgot to ask if I could go through. I didn't ask if I could go through. I'm sure he would let me, but since I didn't ask, I'm not going to move. All right, so here we go. We've got a cruiser. and that's going to be, and it's a, shoot, I don't know if it's a light cruiser or a heavy cruiser. I'm going to assume it's a light cruiser. If you just bear with me, I won't pause the camera because we want to keep these all one big take. What do I got here? 36, the cruiser. It's a heavy cruiser up in 16. Is this 16? No, that's 36. In 36, submarine, torpedo boat destroyer, coastal civil light. It's a light cruiser. So it's a light cruiser. So good. I chose the right one. So a light cruiser and a destroyer at 4, and then he'll have his destroyer at 4. So I'll make mine red, and his is yellow. Okay, so we have a green, a red, and a yellow getting rolled here. And I want the green or the red to get a hit. And nobody got a hit. Well, we'll try that again. Wow, these would be good tech rolls. Okay, so finally, my destroyer with a 3 got his, this British destroyer is gone. Okay, that's from the Germans taking Istanbul. That's Istanbul. No, it's true. All right, now we have this attack into here. So he's got 4 militia. I have got 5 first strike artillery. It's advanced artillery, so it would be a 4, but it's now going to be a 3 thanks to the mountainous territory. Okay, so here we go. And of course the planes are coming. I think I mentioned that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This is like his carpet bombing when he carpet bombed Bavaria, or the ships the first time. He got 3 hits. So I got 3 hits. Alright, so 3 militia die right now. Alright. And I've got the 2 tacticals. So the tacticals are at 7. So we're going to roll 2 green dice for my tacticals. Okay, so we did get 1 hit. And I'll roll the same die for his militia. And he misses. Okay, so Azerbaijan has been freed by the freedom-loving Soviet peoples. And Northern Iran also is now under the gentle embrace of the Soviet Empire. I don't know if that's a contradiction in terms. All right, and then we've got a bajillion infantry and artillery, but I've got 3 artillery here with first strike. They're attacking in the jungles, and as I understand it, the jungles only affect movement and vehicles. So I think the artillery just is going to fire at 3s with a first strike, and we just have 1 militia in the way. Of course, I didn't get a hit. So now I've got a... Yeah, so however many infantry this all is, everybody went. I believe it's 21. So I'm just going to roll... I'm just going to take a quick look here at the terrain just to make sure that I'm not screwing up the terrain. I know this is very exciting for you, but we really are trying to just do one cut for all of our filming. And we got all this stuff here. I think we're running out of luck here. Let's go back a little bit. Alright. Oh, for Pete's sake. I thought it was near the front. Maybe I skipped over it. Jungles, here we go. Jungle, combat, vehicle class is -2, carpet bombing, movement, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're good to go. It's 3s, and it's 2s for all my infantry. So I've got 20, I believe I have 21, possibly 22, but hopefully I get a hit before then. So here's 1, first roll. Okay, so I got a 2, he gets the 2 back. Oh, look at that. Kills the guy. Well, that'll get rid of Buddy there. Alright. So the CCP has taken Burma and Bengal out of the hands of the imperialist, colonialist British. We all know that colonialism is completely evil now, right? Like there's nothing good about it. So there you go. So I'm helping. Okay, now it is time for non-com. So I've done all my rolling. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I've done all my rolling. Yeah, I've done all my rolling. So now what I'm going to do is just move things around and away we go. So, we can get rid of all these things here. There we go. Get rid of that. All right. Then we have these planes come back to here. For the Chinese, we're going to have those 4 artillery go into Burma, those 4 infantry go into Burma. These 2 tanks are going to come into Anam Tonkin. These 3 infantry are going to go into Anam Tonkin. And the cavalry in jungle, they can't go any faster. So we're just going to leave them in there. They might be useful. They might be useful. So we're going to move them into Anatonkan as well. So we have 4 cavalry, 3 infantry, and 2 tanks in Anatonkan. We have this artillery here is going to rail all the way down to Anamtonkan. So add one artillery to that as well. We have 1 infantry in Shangtung is going to move down to Hunan. We have a tactical. He is going to come down into Anamtonkan. You can make it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, of course he can make it. The fighter up here is going to go 1, 2, 3 down in there. So the fighter and the tactical are both in Anamtonkan. This fighter in Yunnan is going to come into Anamtonkan as well. Okay, so 2 fighters, 1 tactical, 2 tanks, 1 artillery, and then we have 3 infantry and 4 cavalry are in Anamtonkan. Okay. So now I'm going to be placing stuff in there. So that's it for those movements. This cavalry, he is going to go 1 and 2, and he's going to stop in Hopei. I think that's pretty much it there. Okay, now we're going to come around to the other side of the board. We've got a cavalry going 1, 2. These infantry that are in Lapland are going to come into southern Finland. This tank is going to move 1, 2. I believe he can get back to Leningrad. It's a tank destroyer. I think he can get back to Leningrad. My 2 Katyushas are going to rail down to Transcaucasus. Okay. My tactical in Moscow is going to fly down to the Transcaucasus. My tactical in Leningrad is going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to the Transcaucasus, as well as these 2 fighters and this 3rd fighter. Right. So Leningrad now has a tank destroyer in it, but there is stuff being placed in there, of course. Okay, so I think that's everything there. This air transport is going to pick up this 1 dude, and he's going to come down and drop him in Turkmenistan. That is a flight of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to come back to Moscow. I believe that's everything I wanted to do with that part of the board. Okay. I've made a lot of mental errors playing this game, I know that, but hopefully not too terribly that's going to hose me for the whole game. Maybe declaring war on the Allies was dumb. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so in Transcaucasia, we're going to place 2 more Katyushas and 6 cavalry. There we go. We have 2 infantry. We're going to place those 2 in Oral Kursk. Of course, we get our free international brigade going into Moscow. We have an airborne going into Moscow. And then we have 3 Marines. Oh boy, I shouldn't have had a big breakfast. 3 Marines and 3 advanced artillery going into Leningrad. And that is that. Okay. For the Chinese, we'll start with our rail. We're putting in a rail between Anatonkin and Burma. Yeah, I ordered a nice shipment from HBG. It just got here, I guess, just before last turn, and that's why I had all my militia, I think, and I wasn't using yellow stuff. But that took 5 weeks to get here, and about 2 weeks in, I thought I should order some railway tokens, but it's going to take a while. I don't know why things are so backed up, but they are nonetheless. The artillery is being placed in Shenxi. I'm going to place 3 infantry in Kwangtung, and then I have 2 other infantry that are going to go into, oh, I don't know, let's go into Shangtung with those infantry there. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. So that is everything. It's just time now to change the board a little bit. So FEC is going to go back 1, and Communist China is going to go up 1. The Soviet Union is going to go up 1, and the British are going to go down 1. And that's all the territory that changed hands. And that should be it. I won't bother reviewing the situation with the subs because I think I did a good, clear job of that. And oh, there is one more non-combat. I didn't see Buddy there. Another plane is going to come down to Transcaucasia. Basically, I want all my planes down here, so I think there's 9 of them now, 10 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, that's 8. And 1, 2, 3 tacticals. So 5 fighters, 4 tacticals. It is 9. Yeah, there's a guy hiding behind there. So 5 fighters, 4 tacticals, 4 Katyushas, and 6 cavalry are in Transcaucasia right now. And in Azerbaijan, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry. I have 3 mountain infantry, 5 advanced artillery. Northern Iran has a cavalry and an infantry. And I won't count them on camera here. I will get that information to the people later. Now, I almost forgot. I do have wartime economy with the Soviets. So we'll roll that and then we'll go figure out what we're making for cash. Okay, so $6. Okay, so we'll grab another 6 out of the cash here. Okay, so that's our wartime economy bonus right there, and let's go see what we're gonna make. So we are at $55 right now. So 55 and no bonuses as far as I know, but I'm gonna take a look because I'm really trying to have a perfect round one of these days. I was really close a couple turns ago, you got to admit. That was close. So I can smell it. I can smell the success of having a mistake-free round. Of course, with everything I did with the subs and everything, I'm probably sure I botched something there. Alright, so Wartime bonus, Malta Ribbentrop is gone. The Soviet Arctic convoy is definitely gone. War propaganda, as long as Moscow, Leningrad, and Stalingrad are Soviet possessed, USSR receives one wartime income per each of the land zones. So I get 3 of those. So another $3. I'm just going to grab another $3. So there we go. There's 9 extra dollars onto my 55. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, oh, 50, 55, plus my 9 is $64 for the Soviet Union next round. Now the commies, they are at 18, and I believe they only get that $2 bonus for being, yeah, that's the only wartime bonus. All right, so $2 bonus. So they get 20 this round. I think I had that last round because I had saved some money. So 15, 20. $20. All right. Well, that's it, folks. So 20 for the CCP, 64 for the USSR, and hopefully I didn't screw up. I can hear your keyboards clacking right now. But hopefully I did it right. And we will we'll await your judgment on that, though. And hey, you know what? If we were standing around a table, I know somebody would go, "Oh, you can't do that." "Oh, right. No, you can't." "Oh, right. Oh, you forgot." "Oh, right." Right? And you've probably been in games like that yourself, right? Where you think you got everything, right? And then somebody will just say, "Oh," and then you never remember that you messed up, right? You just "Oh, sorry, forgot that," and you just move on with life. So with us here doing this on YouTube, it's a bit more permanent. You can kind of see our mistakes, and you can go back and watch them and bring yourself some joy. But for the most part, you know, we really enjoy when people correct us, because it helps us dive into the rulebook a bit more, and sometimes we're a little vindicated because we go, "No, we got that right," and sometimes we're way off, and it's good to know because we just want to get better and better at this game. So here we have the Japanese fleets. They're huge, but the Americans are coming, and the Americans are convoying the tar out of Japan right now. They got a lot of subs out here. We'll see how Japan responds. They have the next turn, and that's a funky looking seaplane that I got from General Hand Grenade. That's a beauty, isn't it? All right, enjoy, feast your eyes, and head over to Panzer King's channel for 13.3, and after that to Fortress Jinx's channel for 13.4, and we'll see what the UK does now they're at war with everybody.
It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Suckers.
Shark boy! It really isn't. Okay, so a couple of funny things happened. One, talked to Panzer King, and I told him, you know what, I forgot to ask if my sub could go through, and he said, absolutely, go for it. So, boom, it's going to come through in a non-com and join there. The other thing is that these subs can't be in here for 2 different reasons, which were not apparent to me, because, and it's not a mistake. This is not a mistake. This is me not knowing some very crucial information. So, while I was filming the video, Fortress Jinx sent me a note saying, when you reach to move a ship, one of your subs in the Atlantic or in the Med, during combat move, I declare war on you. I didn't get that message until after we were done. And so these subs, one came from 32, one came from 33, could not actually make it here because of the very well placed aircraft carrier that has the plane. So they would have to stop here and fight. Well, obviously I'm not going to do that, so we're just going to give that money back. There was another sub that was in here. It's allowed to leave because it's not trying to go through the same zone. It's just escaping, and you can do that. So this stands, this $2 on the UK line down here. This sub, of course, there is nothing in the way. Nothing in the way to come down here. So this $1 stands, so the Americans lose their grand total of $3 off that line. But now I have to decide what to do with these fellas. Okay? And knowing that I can't go through there and knowing all that kind of stuff, I got something else that I have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to 73. And this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3 to 46. Okay, so my subs are now in 46, 73, 77, and 108. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. But because he declared war on me, obviously that changes things in the Atlantic for me. The other thing is that he closed the Suez Canal, and I think he put it on a video last night that I never saw. That is why trying to raid here is ineffectual. He's closed the Suez, so we can't, these lines here cannot be raided according to the rule book. I don't know if the Italian one can be, I'm sure it can, but there you go. So all those changes are done now. It wasn't really that bad, and again, they're not mistakes. They're not mistakes. If I'm going to make a mistake, it's going to be a good mistake.
I made a huge mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
You've made a huge mistake.
Made a huge mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
Be honest, Michael. Leaving Lindsay was the biggest little mistake I've ever made.
These are just, I was ignorant of what was going on. All right, but hopefully everything else makes sense. And once again, Panzer King taking the reins.